All right, so one of the biggest dominoes has fallen here in NFL free agency. Derek Carr signing with the New Orleans Saints a four-year deal worth $150 million, $60 million guaranteed, $37.5 million a year. Daniel Jones can't be too happy about that number, the $37.5 million. But Carr is now a New Orleans Saint, and there's a lot of dominoes that are going to fall with this deal. I'm going to get through all that. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and also hit that like button. So I'm going to be previewing, discussing all of the free agent signings, trades, all of these happenings over the next couple of weeks. And Carr, this is a big one. So as far as the Saints are concerned, this is the team that, weeks ago he looked like he was going to be headed toward anyway as the trade was worked out, but he asked for his release, and now he gets a 4-year, $150 million contract on his terms, and the Raiders end up with nothing. So the couple, as far as the immediate fallout now, already, I'm a huge fan of Chris Olave. I'm an even bigger fan of him now. We saw with Derek Carr, he likes to lock in and target his number one receivers. Devontae Adams last season had a tremendous year as Carr locked into him from the very beginning. I think Olave is going to get that kind of attention from Carr this season. Olave has wide receiver one talent in fantasy football. I have him right there with Garrett Wilson in terms of second-year receivers who are really going to take off this season. Wilson, if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, I like Wilson more, but I really think the world of Chris Olave in terms of his fantasy football upside. Tremendous route runner, instant separation guy, can make the deep play as well. Olave checks all the boxes for me. High-end wide receiver 2 this season. Could he be a wide receiver 1? Not likely this season because of the run-heavy dynamics of this offense, although that could change. They were run-heavy last year with Andy Dalton at a necessity. This season now, with Carr, they might feel more comfortable to open things up a little bit. So I really like Chris Olave even more this season. I bumped him up to a high-end wide receiver 2. Alvin Kamara, he's going to get suspended at this point, but Carr does throw underneath a lot more than Andy Dalton did. So Kamara, who caught over 50 passes last season, could again have a 50, a decent, I'm not going to say 50 plus catch season when he's got a suspension coming, but Kamara could have a decent, bounce back campaign for him with Carr under center, at least on the receiving end of things. But for me, Kamara is a major do not draft just because of the suspension aspect, and his numbers are declining. As far as the other fallout here, the Jets now, they better hope they have some intel that Rodgers is coming to the Jets, because if not, they're going to be stuck with Jimmy Garoppolo, or whatever, retreat, maybe Lamar Jackson, although I don't see them paying Lamar Jackson. So it's Rodgers or bust if you're the Jets, really, at this point. And again, to let Carr go and not, scoop him up when they had the opportunity to do so, the Jets must know something about Aaron Rodgers' desires to come to the Jets for this upcoming season. So we'll have to see. But again, $37.5 million. Daniel Jones, who's haggling with the Giants. Tomorrow's the deadline. He wants $45 million. That puts it in perspective there in terms of Jones's contract. Jones loses leverage because of Carr's deal, although he is younger. But Chris Olave, the big winner here with Derek Carr. As far as Carr himself is concerned, he remains a top backup in single QB leagues, superflex leagues. The same value we had last year with the Raiders, he has again this season. So nothing's changed there, on at least when as far as Carr is concerned. All right, hit that subscribe, hit that notification button. More videos on the way soon.